Okay, sorry I had to get these in frame because they're large. So this is a Craft Stack brand here. You can see it, Craft Stack, and they look like this, and they stackable, and then they're drawers where you store all of your washi tape. And what's cool about it is that you bring the drawer all the way out, and it will here, let me do the top one here. So, and then it has a stopping point. So when it's stacked, when it's stacked on top of another one, it will stop and hang down, and all your washi tape, you can see it. I don't know if I am making that clear or not. But yeah, so this was really a game changer for me. So I found these at a garage sale. She had $5 a piece on each one. And it was her last day, and she's like, oh, well, you can have them for $7 for both. I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, that was a good deal for me. And then I took my little label maker and I made little labels, like this is vintage, this is patterns, this one's flowers, this one has words. So I, did it like that. Glitter, lace, that type of thing. And of course I don't have this one filled up yet, so yay, I can buy some more. And of course this drawer is empty. So I really quick wanted to show you that one, then I'll have to stop the camera and put them down. Okay, now this was a whole bunch of fabric that was in a big, like your comforters come in. It's a clear bag. It has a zip on it, a zipper. So I got the whole thing for like a couple bucks. So, and what it had in it was lots of flannel. So I did pick this up only because one, I like the flannel here. These are good for Christmas time. And then there actually is a pink one, and there is a lot here in these rolls. So this one here, I mean, there's a ton. I mean, there's a lot of fabric here to use. So there was just a whole bunch of different colors. This one is a blue, dark, the blue color and teal buffalo check. So there was that one. This one has some greens in it. Again, can be used for any journal really. And then I got this huge one. It's a big roll here. And of course this one is the kind of maybe like an evergreen green and black check. So these three here were kind of my favorite for Christmas holiday books. And then of course these two, I mean, it was $2 worth, is way more, this is all way more worth than $2. I mean, there's lots and lots of yards here, so it was just worth it getting these. But these are a bonus, so that's okay. And then amongst those was these three cotton fabrics, and this is a pink and a lilac, and then this is kind of an indigo blue maybe. Don't care for that, but it can go in my stash. So I thought that was a really great find. And then I ran into this entire box of flashcards. Of course, these are always a good find. There's kind of a blue color on this side, and then this side is black. And I believe they're all the same. They're all addition. So I got the whole entire box, and it kind of looks new, so it's really thrilled about that. And they are, of course, made out of kind of like your file folder, type cardstock. And then here it says Pensacola Christian College, and here is the MCML XXX. So that is actually 1950, 60, 70, 80. So these are 1980. So not really super old, but they're vintage. So those were a great find to add to the junk journals. So that is a good deal. All right. And then, oh, I'm sorry. Also in the pile of the fabrics were a whole bunch of the squares, like they were going to make a quilt. So, and here's this one. I really like this one for Christmas. So these were a nice bonus too, because they're already all cut out, and they could make nice flaps and, you know, tuck spot type things and pockets. Okay, and then I stopped at another type of garage sale, and this was, I think, 50 cents. Didn't matter to me if parts were missing or not, because I was after the bingo cards. So these make nice addition to the journals. So I got the bingo cards, and I don't know if there's anything else. What are these? These are just little call out numbers, so maybe I can collage with those and do some fun things. These are just plain, there's no numbers on them, so yeah, that was just something neat. So it was 50 cents basically, and I got a whole pile of those. You know, people are really willing to sell these, especially if, you know, if they know there's pieces missing, and, you know, we don't care, right? And then there was, this was 50 cents, I believe, as well. So this was just kind of a partial pack of this designer paper, Vintage Treasures. And this is actually paper. So there was some nice paper in here that hadn't been used yet. So I thought that was okay. It was 50 cents, so I mean, I wasn't out much for that. And so it says 50 sheets, but there's probably, I don't know, maybe 40, maybe 10 were taken out. All right, and then at that same sale, I also did grab a Monopoly. So I always, you know, grab the Monopoly games only because of several reasons. One is you know, this is chipboard, really nice heavy chipboard to make spines with. So I cut this all up and use it. So this is usable. Let's see if I can make some room here. Okay, and then of course we all like the Monopoly money to tuck into journals here and there. So then I take it all apart and go through that. So I have Monopoly money. And of course, these are fun to stick in the journals as well. And I was getting low on these. I love the chance cards, so those were a good find, you know, in here. And then the other good thing about Monopoly games is, of course, all of these. So I take these with my drill bit, so like this little thimble. I take my drill bit, and I take my drill bit, my tiny one, and I drill a hole like right through here, and then I insert, actually let me show you, I gotta grab it here. So I insert a little screw hook. So let's see if I can get the camera to zoom. So these are tiny little kind of like jewelry size screw hooks, and let me get one out here for you so you can see it. So here you go. So right here's a screw hook. Oh, that's not a good place to see it. There you go, right there. So I make my hole with my drill bit, and I put a little bit of glue I put a little bit of glue at the very end here, this part here, and then it becomes a charm. So I do that with all of these. So like the little car here, I try to pick a flat spot. And then I put the screw through the hole here so that it would hang on the charm, you know, like this, up and down. So these are fun. And of course, you can do the same thing with your dice and with your little houses. So I have a bunch already made up, and I have them in my charm box. So yes, I dissect. Oh my gosh, how lucky am I, because it looks like there is 2 sets. I'll just dump this out. Looks like there is 2 sets of tokens. Looks like there's 2 sets of tokens, because here's a thimble and here's a thimble. Here's a shoe, here's a shoe. Oh, look at that. How lucky am I? I have 2 sets of tokens. So looks like somebody combined their Monopoly games. So again, those are really fun, and I take the game all apart and I use every part of it. So I love finding Monopoly games or any other games that have, you know, tokens and things in it. Okay, and then I was at another garage sale, and she had, matter of fact, it's the same garage sale that I showed the washi tapes in, if I haven't showed it yet, because I'm doing the video in a couple different segments. So here is one of those punches, taggers, and you can tag your piece of fabric and hook charms and stuff on it, and they are so much fun. And I've been looking for one, and believe it or not, I got this whole bag filled with all of the little colored tags and the tagger for $1. I can't believe it. That was a great deal. So that will be fun to test out and try. All right, another sale, I did get a squirrel's tail. This is another one of those tall books, a tall tale book. And there's supposed to be probably the squirrel's tail hanging out of this little slot here. And what you do is you turn the pages, and, you know, the little tail pops out, because this is a squirrel's tail. So I'm assuming it's a squirrel's tail. And it's kind of a really fun interactive book. So this, yeah, here we go. Cut out the tail. Oh, maybe the tail is still in here somewhere then. I'll have to really look through here. I'm not sure. So, but this might be lost, you know, of course, from kids playing with it. So yeah, they did have 25 cents on all these books, and this, like I said, is it's a long one. I would love to make a long journal out of this just for myself for fun. I do have a couple other of these tall tale books. So, all right, and then in that box also was the Missing Mitten mystery, and you know, I love my winter books, and especially for making glue books. So there was that one. This one was also there, Barney Ripple's Magic Dandelions, and I just thought it was kind of unique, and how it has yellow type of illustrations, and I just thought it was kind of neat. I didn't have that book, and so it might be fun to kind of cut out words and use maybe these in the glue books as well. Okay, and then I also did get this box of the book plates, and so it's a whole box, and that was really neat. So that was a really, really good find. The Anatoke Book Plate Company, Yellow Springs, Ohio. So that was kind of fun. It comes in its own box and stuff. So that was cool. And then also, while this is not garage sale, but this one, while I was shopping, I'm just grabbing stuff out of my reach, so it's not necessarily all in order by where I got it. But I did find these packaging tapes at Michael's, and they're actually in the baking aisle, I believe, and they were all clearanced for, I believe, $1 or it was $2. But look at this. It is floral tape, and then this one has yellow. Here's the print. It's kind of a yellow flower, and then this one, of course, has this one here. And I thought, oh, I'm going to grab it even though it has a shiny surface. I didn't care. So I grabbed those, and it's quite a big roll for $2. And so I'd never seen any printed shipping tape, but so I just thought that was fun. Grab a couple more things here in my reach. Okay, so then I did find this little pocket Webster dictionary, and it's pretty old. The pages are all yellow, and let me see if I can find a date on here at all. And this starts the alphabet, so 1965, maybe 1965. I saw a date 1965. So I thought this was a great find too. It's perfect size, and it's small, and it's dictionary, and I love the red edging on the paper. So that was a good find. Then this was in a free box, Babies Take Us on a Special Journey. I just thought this was really just a cute book, and I could do lots of, you know, make some cards or whatever with this. It was just in the free box, so I rescued it. And then this was a scrapbook kit in a football stack, and it had lots of papers. Let me open it up here. Off to the side. It's got plastic. So it has, okay. So it has this book with it, even though it says football. I didn't care that it said football, but then it's a whole bunch of blank pages, so it's almost kind of like a journal kind of started. And then there's the whole pack of paper, and so there's some good paper here that would be used for normal, not just football related. So there's some stripes. This is green. So and then there's some other colors and sort of stickers and things like that in it. So that actually was listed for $12.99, but I got it at a garage sale, and so I probably only paid you know, $1 or so for it. Okay, and then I did find these actually at the Dollar Tree. I did like the bright cutout of these. There's 10 of them in there, and of course Dollar Tree's not $1 anymore, so it's $1.25. But these are large glitter classroom decor, but so these are kind of a cardstock, and I just thought they were really pretty to stick in a journal, especially the little golden books. So they were really cute. So I grabbed those. Get it back in there now. All right, what else do I have? Oh, I did pick up this E6000. So what I've been doing, a little bit of jewelry making, kind of junk jewelry making. I don't know if you've seen my last video, I think maybe the last one, the one before. I did run into a huge haul of junk jewelry. So I did, so this little tip that I learned was, so I took this wood piece. This is just a wood decorative piece. It's just a little ladybug, and it's wood. So then what I did is I made a charm out of it by taking they're called rope ends. So I don't know if you can see them here. Let's open one up. Oh, let's do a gold one. So if you can see that, they are, let me grab one out here. Whoops. Oh my gosh. They are so tiny. Ah, where did it go? Well, I'll have to find that one. So, and I can't, so if you can see, here we go. So it's kind of like a little, it wraps around your rope for like a rope necklace. So what you do is, I'll do a video on it soon, because what you do is you take the back of that, let me see if I can get it, there we go. So you take the back of that metal thing and you flatten it out, and then you use some E6000 to attach it, and then you have now a place to put a jump ring and, you know, put it on a tassel. So the issue I was having is my E6000, my current E6000 is this tube here, and the opening on it, of course, they are really big, so a whole bunch comes out, and when you're working on something, you know, so small like this, you kind of want only a micro amount to come out. So I ran into this at Michael's, and here it's jewelry and bead E6000, and what I liked about it is it has all these little tiny tips in here. And so that is what I was looking for. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. So I haven't opened it up yet and used it, but I am going to. So I want to show you. So I'm making charms with all of these wooden pieces that I have. So you can do it with jewelry too, or anything really. So here, you know, so like here's some tiny ladybugs. Here, you know, are some little hearts. So these are some little wooden hearts here. Here are some, this is some decorative, this is like a little piece, you know, wooden piece of like an apple and watermelon to make a charm out of it. So I could easily drill a little hole into the wooden ones, but if you want the item to hang up and down, you can drill a hole through it. Then you'd have to put a jump ring in it, which you can, but I just thought of the idea of having the actual, an actual hook on it. So, and it, you know, yeah. So you can use it for jewelry, not just the wood pieces, but this is my prototype that I was working on. So, and then I have, let me see here. Let me check my other things here. So, so here's my other one. Sorry, I had to grab it out of my little organizer. So again, here is the Monopoly pieces I was talking about. Because what I originally started doing was, like I said, drilling a hole. So I was drilling a hole. You can see how I drew a hole through there, and then I can put a jump ring through it and it turns into a charm. But it does take a long time to drill through something like this, you know, this piece. So that's how I got the idea of, you know, what can I put on something that would be flat? I can buy them like that actually, but you can buy just, I don't know what they're called, but there is an actual jewelry piece that you can buy to put, you know, on a piece like this, but they are more expensive. And this is actually is a very thrifty way of creating your own. I mean, I think there's probably 500 here, and I did get silver, gold, vintage, and like a black. And I think I got all of them. There's 500 pieces here for like $2 on AliExpress. And they come in different sizes too, so. But I'll do the same thing with like the bingo chip, because the bingo chip, it's just going to be a lot faster. So then I can put a hook on the back and make, you know, here is like a fishing oar. You know, I mean, just, I have so many little, like little gadgets. Here's a wine bottle, you know, little trinkets that, you know, this one actually has a hole in it already, this wood dice, so this will be okay. But this one, see, like here is the Monopoly piece, so I drilled a hole in the top, and so then it will hang like this if I put the string or something through it, but a jump ring wouldn't go all the way through there. So this is where this type will come in handy. This type will come in handy on a house instead of drilling a hole. So anyways, that's what I have been working on little by little. I have also done it with my game pieces. These are clear acrylic ones that I've drilled holes in, and I'll put a jump ring on it and make a tassel, and of course the Scrabble piece. So yeah, so I've gotten lots of goodies there to work on and do that kind of stuff. So I will definitely show a video on how I do that. But again, that's what I mean by, I was happy I found this actually precision type, so this will be good to use. All right, let's see. I also ran into this. This is, let me zoom out just a tad. This one, I did get at a Goodwill, and this is Plants for the Home. So it's brand new, hasn't been opened yet, it's still sealed. There we go. So, but let's open it up and see here. So it's, I'm guessing it's probably 70s, maybe 80s. But I have the Betty Crocker one that's in a yellow, the yellow organizer. And so here's a nice little piece of ephemera that to stick in journals. So this is kind of like it, but it's in a binder style, which is fine with me. So this is actually made here in St. Paul, Minnesota. So let's see, 1976. Yep. So look at all these little cards. So it's the same, like I said, of the Betty Crocker, but these are with a three ring binder. Oh my gosh, I was just so thrilled when I found this. And maybe there's flowering ones in here too, but these will be really neat to throw into a journal for the vintage effect. So there's cactuses. So I thought that was really great. And it was brand new. I can repurpose the cover on it too. So there's quite a bit here. So yeah. I think it was like $2.99 if I remember right. Okay. And then what else did I get? Okay, so this might be a two-part series because it might be too long, but I was at a sale, same place that I got the washi tape dispenser. So it was like a huge crafting sale. And it was the last day, like I said, and she was willing to wheel and deal and get rid of stuff, you know, because she had this big, huge, giant wicker basket. I mean, a giant wicker basket. It was like huge. Like if you take your arms and put them together, it was like that big. And she had, she didn't have nothing marked actually. So I asked her, I go, how much for the whole thing? You think about it and you can let me know when I'm done shopping. And so when I got up to her table to check out, she says, do you want the whole thing for $7? I'm like, yes, okay, perfect. So in this basket was all of these bags. And I'm not going to open up the bags. I'll leave them just how she has them because they're actually easier to see. But she has all these assorted trims, all wrapped with yarn or string. And they're all like, she has them kind of like, you know, wrapped as in, like, you know, trims. This is all lace. Isn't that pretty? Look at those. So look, see, it's like she was asking $2 for this bag here of probably just a few yards of, you know, okay, yeah, it might be a good deal maybe, depending on where you live, but I got the whole thing for $7 for, I mean, I have 2 bags of this. So it was just a whole grab, kind of a grab bag. So here's a bunch of punch outs and some cards in here in this little goodie bag. This one here has yellow trims, really pretty eyelet trim. Look at that. This one here, this one's like got leather around it. This one here, sorry my battery ran out. This one here is kind of like a German style. And I'm actually working on Hansel and Gretel right now, and she has that kind of trim right here on her dress. And so I am going to add this to this journal. Oh my gosh. So thrilled about that. Here is a little bag of bags. There's a little bag of these little mini bags. Oh, look at, so these might be Halloween because this one's spiders. Yep, spiders, spider webs, and this is just orange. It can be used for anything, I suppose. And then these are just little sorry, let me get this out. Oh, these might be the bottoms to the bag? No, I don't know. Nope, these are little pieces of white cardstock. Because these bags are not widened at the bottom. So, I mean, like I said, I got so much stuff for like $7. And here's a bunch more trims. Look at those. And here is a bunch of cutouts and some buttons. And some of these are tags in there. This whole video would be like 5 hours long if I opened up every one. So here's some brand new rolls of ribbon that were in the bag, or in the basket, I should say. Here's some more. These are all the stamps of life. Don't know what it was, but see, she had some of these marked, some of the stuff marked. And then look at this little gadget. This is a Tim Holtz. I don't know, but it looks like it's a washi tape. I don't know. I have to do some research on this, or if you know or you have one of these, what this is. But it's a tape dispenser, obviously. But I wonder if you put a piece of, or a roll of washi tape on it, and then it's used to do your washi tape. I don't know. So that was kind of fun. That was in there. This is a box of some real sparkly kind of thread. I did open this and it's like not woven into anything, so if you take it out, like, they're all gonna fall out. So, and here is a bunch of little snowflake, just little you know, to stick on some embellishments. Okay, then this looks like she was punching out a bunch of things. This is circles. There's some eyes, some hearts, all in this little organizer. Here's some little punch out. Looks like doilies. Does it say? Color doilies, yeah. These are Stampin' Up. Aren't those cute? And here is a bag. This is kind of really hard to see, but there's a whole bag of black, just different colored black laces in there. And here is this really neat, ingenious, what is this called? Dazzle It. It says Dazzle It. So it's kind of like some cord, some pink cord. So that was neat. That'll get used. Here's some little wood, embellishments. Just pieces of wood. You know, you could paint it or put wallpaper on it, decoupage it, put some words in here. That would be kind of fun to add to a journal. Here's some more, this is 10 yards of some ribbon and trims. A couple different kinds there. Here's another one, assorted. A whole bunch of different things in there. And then here is a little box of, looks like 3-dimensional circles in here. I didn't open it up yet. So that's just one bag. There is 2 bags of this that I got for the $7. So, like I said, I just get so lucky when it's the last day. And around here, Saturday is the last day. And I just love it when people don't want to haul it back into their house. So then here is the other bag. So this one is some pretty red and maybe salmon colored lace trim. This one just looks like a bunch of lace trim here and some spools of old thread. Here is a whole bag of different types of little cutouts and little cards. So that looks fun. Here's another one. Look at this vintage trim here. Looks like it's embroidered. Here's some eyelet. Here's some more blue colored. Zoom down just a tad bit more. This one here. Oh, look at all these different colors. Some blue hearts, green. This looks like some, has little tiny balls on it. Fringe. Here is a little organizer with all the little flowers, kind of the same things that I make my pin topper out of those flowers. So I glued them all together, put them on a stainless steel pin, and then that's what I use to put my topper on so I don't lose it. I do the same thing with my Fabri-Tac, and I have one of those too. So they're kind of very pretty to look at, really fun to look at, but it also it's my stopper, so I don't have to try to look for it. Here's just a little mask embellishment there. This looks like a sticker. There's a whole bunch more. All different kinds of ribbons, trims. All different kinds of stuff. I just love it how she's got everything all tied up, and it's really nice. Here's one, a whole assortment of the same type. Here's another one. Here's some pretty old one right there. I definitely don't have to be stingy on my trims now in my journals because I have so much now. This is great. Look at all this. Is all color coordinated blue. Isn't that pretty? Look at all those. Here's some pink. Here's some green. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? There's just so much. Here's a... Oh, these are Brad's. Those were in there. These are velvet. That's pretty. Here's a bunch more. Really pretty. And last but not least, this little package of Cute and Cuddly. Looks like some tags and some, oh, these are baby carriage. And then there's some pieces of, I don't know if this is wallpaper or just cardstock. Oh, it's kind of got a texture to it. It's paper, or cardstock, I should say. That's really pretty. So, both of those bags. So give me a second to put all this away. I can't believe I got all of that for $7. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Now, what else do I have? So, I did go to my local bookstore and I did get some books, and I have a whole bunch of junk journal reviews to do. I'm just so behind on those, but I have so many great, wonderful books to show, and I really want to get them out there for you. I am now on Instagram. I don't know what's been taking me so long, but I'm just so old-fashioned, and I'm not much of a social media person, haha, even though I'm on YouTube, but you know, I do have a Facebook page, you know, and then I do have my Instagram, which is Northern Country Creations, but I believe the username, I couldn't use it, so it's Northern Country Gifts. So I have either one, Northern Country Gifts or Northern Country Creations, either way. When I, you know, try to log or find a login name, so I have used both. So I have a store called Half Price Books. Maybe they're nationwide, I don't know. But, so I did some shopping. This was $1.99. This is $2.99. This was in the clearance for $2. And then this one was a $5 book. So I will do my hashtag JJ book review, which is hashtag junk journal. I didn't want to make it so long, so it's hashtag JJ book review. So it stands for Junk Journal Book Review. And, you know, I've seen lots of people do the book hauls and all that. Mine, I kind of wanted to be a little more comprehensive, and that is by sharing the US ISBN numbers, the copyright dates, the size of the books, you know, the paper, share as much information about the books, because I was so mad. I was so mad when I ordered, let me see if I can find it. It's here in my pile somewhere. I'm probably gonna drop half of these, but I was so mad. I was so mad when I ordered this book. it was 3 something, I think, on, was it Thrift Books? No, this one's not Thrift Books. This is another website I can share with you. But because I didn't see the inside of this book, it's called The Miniature Book of Herbs. And I was so mad because there was not really a description about the book, but instead it's a recipe book. I was so disappointed. I mean, I'll use the pages anyways, but I would rather have spent my $3-4 on a different book. But this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I don't want people to buy something if they don't know what the inside looks like. So I started this a long time ago, actually last year. I started doing my book reviews. So I have an entire library of vintage books that I really want to share and go through them in great detail. So look for those, but I'll just, so I did get this one, The Instant Guide to Wildflowers. I did get this vintage Let's Give a Party. Oh, I can't wait to make this into like a little golden book. And then the Bird Portraits in Color. So, like I said, I will do individual junk journal reviews on those. And the reason that I'm going to do them individually is because if you see someone maybe in another book haul or say something about it or something, or you're shopping online for a book and you have the title, and then you can just search, you can search my channel, the hashtag JJ book review, and then hopefully maybe, you know, I will have the book that you can see the inside of it and know if you want it or not. So that was my purpose of doing one video at a time, so that you don't have to fast forward like through an entire YouTube of, you know, 50 books or whatever. So I just thought this would be easier, a little bit better for people. So these are just some of the other books that I have purchased lately. And like I said, I will do the book reviews shortly. I will, as soon as I have time to do them all and share them. And I can share the good ones, and of course, well, I don't have any bad ones except for the herb one that I thought was good and this one. So I will talk about all of those in great detail. And then there's this one here, and then this one I'm really excited to talk about. It's the Culinary Ephemera. So yeah. So I will be back with my hashtag JJ book review, junk journal book reviews. So look for those soon. I am uploading those to the Instagram too, because they're usually short videos. You know, they're maybe 5 minutes long when I talk about the book, and I flip through every page so that you can see them. So that's it for now. Love to hear your comments, and hope you're out garage sailing too and finding some really good deals. So I will see you next time. Take care all. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye.